Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dude with a Fork. My name is Ken. I hope you're all doing well out there in YouTube land. On today's episode of Ken Cooks Stuff, we're going to talk about the joy of St. Patrick's Day, which is corned beef. Actually, this is the joy of St. Patrick's Day, and this part here, where it's on sale, is the joy of after St. Patrick's Day, because this is kind of expensive. It's normally $6.99 a pound. Can you see that? But it was on sale for half off. So what normally would have cost about 20 bucks costs about 10 bucks. It is very easy to overcook corned beef. It's as delicious as it is. It's very easy to overcook it. So I'm going to cook this in the slow cooker. On high, it's going to take about 4 to 5 hours. This is the flat cut, which is the best kind of corned beef because this comes from the brisket. I think there's also like a tip cut. I forget what it is. I'll put it in the show notes. And there is also a spice packet, which you can see right there. And I'm going to add all of that. That is basically like a pickling spice. There's mustard seed in there, a bay leaf, I forget what else. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go get I'm going to get this out of there, get my slow cooker set up, and I'll show you what it looks like. Be back in a minute. All right, so this is what this looks like. I'm showing you the top, or I guess this is the bottom side first, because you can see that the grain of the meat goes this way. You can see how these lines of the muscle fibers go this way. So when we slice it, we're going to want to cut across those to make it nice and tender. And here, in fact, is that little spice packet. Now, the other side of this, the top side, is the side with the fat cap. And if we were going to bake this in the oven, we always want to make sure that this side is up. I am going to put this into the slow cooker with this side up as well. Notice there's a lot of, you can see what butchers will call silver skin over here. So this whole top part's going to have to come off after we get it out and cook it and before we slice it. So, and here is that, here's that little packet of spices. And I'm going to use the whole thing. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Find a spot on this counter. Get my slow cooker out. Here we go. It's a beautiful thing, and hope that this fits because this is only a 4-quart slow cooker. But I have a feeling I can make it fit. So you know what? I think I want the fat end to slide in first. So there we go. Perfect. Almost perfect. So this is a mess. I'm going to go get this out of the way and cut that spice packet open.
One winner later.
All right, so here is our spice packet, and I'm going to hope that this cuts open nice and easily and everything just falls out. Oh, and it does. And you can see there's mustard seed, there's coriander seed, there's a few chili flakes, what looks like maybe some dill seed, and definitely some chopped up bay leaves. So it's delicious stuff. Yeah. So now we're just going to go get some water. And I have 4 cups of water here. I'm going to pour it in on the side because I don't want to wash all that seasoning off. And I want to get it pretty much just over the top. There we go. So that took exactly 4 cups to cover that. So I'm going to put the lid on that. I'm going to put this on high, cook it for 4 to 5 hours, and we'll come back and take a look at it then to see what it looks like. See you in a bit. All right, so this bad boy cooked in the slow cooker for 5 hours on high, and it is much reduced from in size from what it was. So I am going to attempt to carve this. Remember I said there was this is the top side. This is the side that had the fat. Let me zoom in just a little bit here. Okay, so I'm just going to try to, and there was a layer of silver skin under that. Yeah, see that red color? That's the color I'm kind of thinking that corned beef typically is. And I did try to sharpen this knife a little bit. So I'm just going to try to remove this fat cap and the silver skin underneath it. And you can see, oh yeah, it smells amazing. It smells absolutely amazing. There's a lot of fat right there. Okay, a lot of fat, a lot of fat, and that fat is flavor. I don't have an issue with that. I just don't want to consume it. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Okay, so we can still see here's the grain of the meat. Okay, it's going this way. And yeah, I'm not going to eat these mustard seeds and these other seeds. I just want to clean things up a little bit here. This is all I'm going for. All right. My intention with this is to make some really good Reubens. Um, but yeah. So anyway, so if we flip it over, you can see here. I'm gonna move this over to a new plate where we don't have all the fat and everything. And look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Now I'm probably completely screwing up whatever opportunities I have here for a thumbnail. That's a chili pepper seed right there. Look at that. So there was some chili pepper in that seasoning packet, which is fine. Look how tender this is, though. This knife, I have had this knife for probably 30 years. And it has been used and misused and abused, and it is still with me. It is a Chicago cutlery knife. And look at this. It's just making the most beautiful slices of corned beef. I'm going to try to make some corned beef hash out of it. I did try to make a corned beef hash out of the corned beef in a can I got from Aldi, and it was terrible. It was absolutely awful. I put that video up on Patreon. But this knife, even though this is not the best knife in the world, it is cutting through this like butter. This is amazing. So, the smell from this is just wonderful. And I didn't point this out earlier, but the label did say this is a lower sodium corned beef. So it's 40% less sodium than typical corned beef. So there we go. And notice it's still red. It's a cured meat. It's still red. It doesn't change color. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah, it just falls apart. It's very tender. I did not throw away the liquid in the slow cooker because I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for now, but I'm gonna cover it with some of that liquid so that this does not dry out because it's very easy for this to dry out. But look how it's just falling apart. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right, so I have a recipe for homemade Thousand Island dressing, and I have some sauerkraut. I don't have sauerkraut. But I did look at the store. This is so good. It is so tender, and it is not at all salty because again, it was a 40% lower sodium corned beef, and it was only $3.50 a pound. I got it for half off, so. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I kind of messed this up a little bit here. Let me back you up a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Oh, yeah. So, yes. Oh, my gosh. This was the easiest way to cook corned beef. If I had some cabbage and potatoes, I would have thrown them in a couple hours ago, and this would have been amazing. But I didn't really want to make a traditional boiled dinner with this. I want to make sandwiches. I want to make some corned beef hash, and this is just going to be perfect. So, yeah, stay tuned for those recipes because I am going to get those. Well, probably tomorrow. I'm going to fry some of this up for breakfast with some potatoes and make some corned beef hash. Oh, onions, salt, sauerkraut. Oh, this is amazing. So, thank you so much for watching this because I'm literally drooling. This is just amazing. So. These do freeze according to the package directions. So if you can get your hands on a couple of these and if you really like corned beef, you might want to do that and just get these things in the freezer and cook them up when you have the time. So, but it works great in the slow cooker. Just make sure you have enough water to cover the top. It does shrink a lot. It floats to the top, but it's so good. So, yeah. See you in the next video when we're making things out of this, like sandwiches and all sorts of things. So thank you so much for watching.
Hey, everybody. This is Ken. If you've watched this far, thank you very much for doing so. Yeah, about those recipes, they're not forthcoming just yet. I recorded this video way back in April, let me see. Yeah, April 22nd of 2025. And then things just kind of happened at work that got absolutely crazy and prevented me from doing any YouTube stuff. And so all this corned beef, I just ate. And I didn't get around to doing all of those recipes. So March of 2026, I will buy another one of these, or two if they're on sale, dirt cheap, and I will cook them up and I will make those recipes then, assuming I can remember. So thanks so much for watching this. Really appreciate it. And that's it, folks. As always, thank you so much for watching. Links to free printable copies of any recipes here are down below in the show notes. Please like, comment, or if you'd like to see more of this kind of material, subscribe. As always, please stay safe, eat great food, and power to the proletariat. We'll see you next time.